Let's talk about my predictions for WWE SummerSlam this weekend. This is the first ever two-night SummerSlam taking place in MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Starting right into it, we got Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez going up against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Like, I get they're trying to do this whole we're not friends gimmick with Charlotte and Bliss, but it's just not sticking to me at this moment yet. I feel like it could in the future, but with the whole Liv Morgan gone storyline, the Judgment Day really trying to collect all the gold, I personally feel like Roxanne and Raquel are going to win this match. And part of me feels like Dominic Mysterio is going to be partially why. I mean, listen, Roxanne bought Dominic a Switch 2. Like, in any guy's eyes, that's a win. And I'll be doing everything I could to protect the person that just gave me a Switch 2 as a gift. But yeah, I feel like Raquel and Roxanne make more sense with the tag titles right now versus Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, so I'm going with Roxanne Raquel. Next up, we got Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. If Karrion Kross doesn't win, I'm gonna be highly upset. Like, I get it, Sami's the good guy all the time, but Karrion needs this push, honestly. There's nothing really else to talk about with this match, so Karrion Kross better win. Next up, we got the unusual tag team of Randy Orton and Jelly Roll going up against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. If y'all saw my last video, Drew McIntyre is currently stuck in the UK. Whether it's a work or if it's real life, currently in their eyes, Drew McIntyre is at risk of not being in the match. So I guess WWE will figure out how to put that into storyline, who's going to be his replacement, or if Drew McIntyre is going to show up last second. But regardless, you know Randy Orton's going to take most of the bumps and fight Logan Paul by himself. And then at the last second, Jelly Roll's going to be like, yo, tag me in, and put on a pretty cool performance. With, obviously, Randy Orton and Jelly Roll getting the win. And I personally think Logan Paul might take the pinfall. Next up, we got Gunther versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. I personally don't know how this would go, but part of me kind of wants Punk to win, because then that could be a whole Seth Rollins cash-in. Like, I don't know if this is the main event or not, but if somehow CM Punk and Gunther's the main event, part of me feels like Seth Rollins is going to try and cash in, just like he did that one WrestleMania. And if he successfully does that, that'll be the heist of the century, and he better do that thing with the belt where he, like, did like that with it. Like, this match better push itself to the limit. CM Punk better be taking all the chops. CM Punk better be putting Gunther in the GTS and the Anaconda Vice. This better be a good match. But in the end, I think CM Punk might win it, and if possible, Seth Rollins could cash in. Next up, we got Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. I think it's Jade's time to get the championship. Now, I don't know how it's going to happen, if it's just going to be a simple do the Jaded move and Tiffany gets splat on the floor, or if Tiffany's going to do the prettiest moonsault ever multiple times and then Jade just counters. But I feel like Jade's going to get it, because now that Naomi has to deal with a triple threat match with Rhea and Io with her Women's World Championship, I don't think she's paying attention to Jade Cargill right now. So unless there's a surprise interference by somebody that wants to fight Jade Cargill, I think Jade might win the title. Or Nia Jax gets involved, I don't know. And finally, for night one, we have Roman Reigns and Jey Uso tag teaming up against Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker. And this is my tribal chief. I acknowledge Roman Reigns as my tribal chief and Jey Uso also, the Yeet Man forever, but I think Braun Breaker needs to get this win to push him to the moon. Because I'm sure Roman Reigns knows that this is like his time to more just put over other superstars and not be the head of the table anymore, to help out other superstars to build themselves. So I feel like Braun Breaker's already one of those big superstars that has a big future ahead of him, that I think Braun should get the pinfall. I don't know if it's going to be Roman or if it's going to be Jay, but I think Braun should get the win. Followed by a bunch of tsunami! Now, that was night one of predictions. Now we're going to talk about night two. So the next match I'm going to talk about is the six-way tables, ladders, and chairs match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. And this involves Fraxium, the Motor City Machine Guns, DIY, Street Profits, Andrade and Rey Fenix, and the Wyatt Six. And part of me is thinking this is going to be one of the wildest matches of the night, where the crowd is just going to be erupting like crazy. And I am all here for it. Like, somebody better get speared through a table, somebody better get cracked their head open through a ladder, and I don't know who's winning, but we'll see. But listen, the Wyatt Six recently just won the titles. They've only had it for like, what, 2 weeks? So I have a feeling they're retaining. And if somehow they don't retain, then I don't understand what Triple H is doing behind the scenes. Because the Street Profits just had it. Andrade and Rey Fenix just randomly got put into a tag team for no reason. DIY's just kind of been there. Motor City Machine Guns have also kind of just been there. And what the hell's Fraxium doing besides doing moonsaults and crazy stuff? So because of all of that, I think the Wyatt Six retain. Next up, we have the Women's World Championship match, which is a triple threat match between Naomi, Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley. Naomi's winning this one. That's it. Next match. Next up, we got Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria in a no disqualification match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And if Lyra Valkyria loses this match, she can no longer face Becky Lynch for the title for as long as she's champion. And if Lyra Valkyria does not win this title back from Becky Hogan, then I have no idea what they're doing with Lyra, if they're burying her, or if Becky just wants the belt just to have the belt. If Becky wins this match, I don't know who would be her next opponent. But the way Lyra Valkyria is set up, I feel like she needs to have the title and push her promos just a little bit better, so that way the crowd is way behind her more. Because I am a fan of hers, and I want to see her succeed, but I feel like the crowd isn't too much into her, unfortunately, and I want to see more of the crowd doing the woo! So my prediction is Lyra Valkyria, because if she ends up losing, I have no idea where storyline is going from there. Then we got Dominic Mysterio versus the Jack of all trades, AJ Styles, for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, similar to the match from night 1 of Raquel and Roxanne, I feel like Dominic retains in the most ridiculous way, whether it be Roxanne interfering in the match with AJ Styles or AJ Styles gets messed up by Dominic, I don't know. But I feel like Dominic retains as much as I'd love to see AJ Styles become Intercontinental Champion. Like, I know last year the Judgment Day had a bad year with all the betrayals that happened, but I think this year is actually their year for SummerSlam. Next up, we got Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship inside a steel cage, and part of me feels like Solo Sikoa is going to retain because another member of the Anoa'i, Fatu, Tongan family is going to show up. Part of me feels like it could be Tama Tonga. Now, I haven't really looked into Tama Tonga's injuries and when he's supposed to come back and all that, but he's the missing piece of the MFT. And I can see Jacob Fatu climbing the cage all the way up to the top, and then you just hear Tama Tonga going up the other side of the cage going, yeah, and just pushing Jacob back into the ring for Solo to do a spike. Like, Solo just won the title, and he should stay with the championship for a little bit. He does deserve it, so keep him with the title for a bit. But I think Tama Tonga is going to cause Jacob Fatu to lose. And finally, we got John Cena versus Cody Rhodes in a street fight for the undisputed WWE Championship. And this can go one of many ways. I made a previous video earlier today about The Rock not showing up. Do you think The Rock's gonna show up or not? Let me know down in the comments, but I think Cody Rhodes wins back the title. But he doesn't just win back the title. I think he's selling his soul to The Rock. Because ever since John Cena betrayed Cody Rhodes and sold his soul to The Rock has been missing. John Cena's been doing his thing by himself. Travis Scott showed up one time to help at WrestleMania. But other than that, John Cena's been doing everything on his own. And maybe John Cena's kind of confused, like, wait a minute, like, where's my help? Where's Travis? Where's The Rock? And then eventually he does show up and The Rock just turns on him. Plus with Cody Rhodes' cryptic messages and the Rolex he's been wearing, part of us feels like he is going to go and turn heel. And that's why I think Cody Rhodes is going to become a 2-time undisputed WWE champion. Just not in the way that we thought he would. But anyway, do you agree with my predictions? Do you think I'm talking nonsense? Post your predictions down below in the comments. And as always, hit that follow button for more wrestling content.